Sir, in the last videos we covered what is inheritance, what are various rules are there related to inheritance, and even we covered one practice bit also. Sir, now I will explain in reality what is the advantage of inheritance concept. Sir, in reality where we can use what the real advantage, I will explain with a small case study. Without inheritance, with inheritance, then you people can able to see very clearly the power of inheritance, right? Now have a look once, sir. Sir, without inheritance, I don't know about the inheritance concept. Sir, without inheritance, sir, here I want to develop a loan module. Regarding a loan module I want to develop. In the loan, how many types of loans are possible? Housing loan, personal loan, vehicle loan. Like I want to develop one loan module. There I require to handle three types of loans: housing loan, vehicle loan, and then personal loan. Now observe that I'm taking here class housing loan. I'm taking, sir. Assume that home loan or housing loan. Assume. Sir, now this housing loan related 300 methods are there. Housing loan related 300 methods are there, sir. Okay, well. Similarly, class, okay, personal loan I'm taking. Class, personal loan. Related to personal loan also, another 300 methods are there. I wrote all those things in this. Now there is a class vehicle loan, vehicle car loan or bike loan. Vehicle loan is there. So this vehicle loan also require 300 methods are there, sir. Can you please tell how many types of loans I'm handling? Three types of loans, sir. One is housing loan, personal loan, and then what? Vehicle loan. How many methods I implemented? Total how many methods I implemented, sir? 900 methods I implemented. Are you getting? Total how many methods I implemented? 900 methods I implemented. Assume that 90 hours development time I spend to develop this loan module. Assume just what we call tentative values, need not be exact values, right? Sir, that's all. This is the module, whatever I implemented, right? I called one expert person. Array, I wrote loan module. Sir, I wrote loan module. Can you please have a look once like this? I showed this code to that expert person. Immediately, first question that person asked, Durga, do you know inheritance concept? Ratan, do you know inheritance concept? Sir, I don't know about that. That's why this much code you wrote. That's why this much time you took. Okay, so this is, if you are going to use inheritance concept, this lengthy code you are not required to write. This huge time you are not required to spend to develop the code. Like this that person told. Sir, can you please guide me how to use inheritance concept for this requirement? Like this I asked, sir. Same scenario with the inheritance. Same scenario I have to go for with the inheritance concept. Now very simple, sir. With the inheritance concept, the same scenario I want to explain. Then he asked, Durga, here 300 methods you wrote, here also 300 methods, here also 300 methods. Total how many methods you wrote? 900. Now my question is, sir, anyway all these are same loan only, loan type only. Maybe vehicle loan, housing loan, personal loan types may be different, but at the end all these classes talks about loan only. Do you have any common methods here or here and here? Then he asked. Then I told, sir, 250 methods are common. 250 methods are common. Array, if several classes contain same methods, why you wrote here those 250 again? Unnecessary. Do you know, sir, code duplication, redundancy, length of the code is going to increase like he told. Then to resolve that inheritance concept, sir, which common code is there? Separate those common methods into a separate class. So write a class write a class named with the loan. Are you getting? Write a class named with the loan. How many methods are common methods are there, sir? 250 common methods are there. Are you getting? How many common methods are there, sir? 250 common methods are there. Okay, now do you know, sir, these 250 common methods by default going to come for every child, no problem at all. Now, sir, class home loan extends loan. Sir, whenever we are taking extends loan, are you getting? Whenever we are taking extends loan, automatically all these 250 methods by default are going to come, sir. We are not required to rewrite. Automatically these are coming. Now the remaining 50 H loan specific methods you have to write. Are you getting? 50 H loan specific methods we have to write here. Yes, sir, that's all. Write the common methods in the parent and the child specific methods only in the child class. Okay, housing loan completed. Now, what is the next one? Class P loan extends loan. Class P loan extends loan like here, sir, these 250 automatically will come because from the parent, but only 50 P loan specific methods I have to write. Are you getting? 50 P loan personal loan specific methods I have to write. P loan specific methods I have to write. Observe very carefully, sir. Okay, like similarly, what is the next one, sir? Class, okay, sir, H loan, P loan. But the last one, sir, vehicle loan extends loan. Are you getting? Vehicle loan extends loan. Now we have to take care about 50 V loan specific methods. 50 V loan specific methods like this. Now terminology is very clear for you people, right? Not required to keep much explanation about this one. Can you please tell the most common methods? Okay, I wrote inside parent class. Sir, this is called parent class. Are you getting? It is called parent class. And whenever we are extending this class, automatically these methods by default available to the child. We are not required to rewrite. Next, only child specific methods we have to write. Now, can you please tell how many methods total we wrote? 250 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 is nothing but total how many methods, right? Just 400 methods only we wrote. Assume just 40 hours of development time is required. Are you getting? But earlier, without inheritance concept, how much time I spent? How much time I spent? How many methods I wrote without inheritance? 900 methods I wrote, 90 hours time I spent. But now with inheritance, only 400 methods and 40 hours of time. That is the power of inheritance concept. Code reusability, concise code, lesser code, automatically we can able to reduce development time also. Is it clear for all of you, right? So beautiful case study to understand without inheritance, with inheritance, observe that, right? Sir, I have one small doubt. In the parent class, which methods we have to write? In the parent class, which methods we have to write? The most common methods which are common for all child classes, such type of common methods we have to write inside parent class. Next, in the child class, which methods I have to write? Child specific methods, the methods which are applicable only for that particular child. Only for that particular child, those methods we have to write inside child class. Clear, right? So, what is the advantage of inheritance concept? Code reusability, we can reduce development time, like there are multiple advantages are there. Clear up to this? Sir, it is very clear what is the power of inheritance with a small case study, sir. Now, do you know the total Java API, the total Java API classes are implemented based on inheritance only. Sir, where is the proof? How you can conclude it is? Just observe. Sir, do you know what is the super class for all Java classes? Which class access root for all Java classes? Object class. You know, sir, now object. For the object, there are several child classes are there, sir. string class is one child. Next and after that string buffer is one child, string buffer is one child. Next and after that number is another child, math is another child. Next exception. Sir, do you know here there is a throwable is one child, throwable is one child, dot dot dot. For the throwable there are again two child classes are there, sir. What the first one? Exception. Second one? Error. For the exception, anyway, there are several child classes are there. Runtime exception, IO exception, runtime exception, IO exception, like that, right? Next, under runtime exception, again, there are several child classes, arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, dot dot dot, like. Sir, even under error also, VM error. Are getting virtual machine error? Sir, here out of memory error, stack overflow error, like there are multiple things are there. Now observe, take very special care, sir. Very important question for the interview room. Which class acts as root for all Java classes? Can you please tell which one is the correct answer? Which class acts as root for all Java classes? Object. Okay, well, object class. Which class acts as root for Java exception hierarchy? That is our exception handling is the next concept, there I will explain. But anyway, which class acts as root for Java exception hierarchy? Okay, throwable class. Because all exceptions, errors under throwable only. Okay, well. Now my question is, almost around 4,300 classes are there, sir. 4,300 plus classes are there as per Java 9 version. Now, do you know all these classes are developed based on inheritance concept only. Okay, well, now very important point. Take a bit special care about this one. Sir, how you can conclude these things are developed based on inheritance? Okay, because parent to child, you can able to see, sir. Now the same concept in reverse may ask, Array, why throwable acts as root for all exceptions and errors? Why object class acts as root for all Java classes? Why it is the root? Why this is the root? Like that may be a chance to ask. Now take bit special care. Do you know? For all exceptions, it may be runtime exception, IO exception, SQL exception, like for all exception classes, the most commonly required methods defined inside exception class. Remember that. So for all exceptions in Java exception, the most commonly defined methods defined inside exception class, and for all these things, these methods are required. That's why exception class acts as the parent for all Java exceptions. Observe very carefully, sir, because parent contain common methods, child contain specific method, child required parent methods. That's why, so all these are child of exception, because exception class contain most common methods which are required for any type of exception, right? Similarly, sir, for any type of error, the most commonly defined methods are defined inside error class. Are getting inside error class, right? Okay, the most commonly required methods are defined inside error class. That's why error class acts as parent for all errors. Like next, whether it is exception, whether it is error, for any exception or error, the most commonly required methods, sir, the most commonly required methods, whether it is exception or whether it is error, those commonly required methods are available inside the throwable class. Are you getting? That's why throwable class methods are required for all exceptions, for all errors. So when these methods are available, if it is the parent, are you getting right? Because it contains common methods. That's why. So throwable class contain the most common methods which are required for all exceptions and errors. That's why throwable class acts as root for Java exception hierarchy. Clear, right? Sir, similarly, sir, it may be string class, it may be string buffer class, it may be number class or math class, it may be sir, customer class, it may be student class, like this. Now, for any Java class, the most commonly required methods are available, are defined inside a separate class. So for all Java classes, what commonly required methods are defined inside a separate class? That separate class is nothing but object class. Remember that, sir. So object class contain the most commonly required methods which are applicable for any Java object. Okay, well, sir, once these methods required for every Java class, sir, how I can make these methods available for all Java classes if I can make this class as parent class? Regarding if it's the parent class, automatically parent class methods by default available for all child classes. That's why please make sure this class itself is nothing but acts as root for Java classes. Sir, are you able to understand? Because object class, only 2 points you should aware. What object class contain? Object class contain the most commonly required method for all Java classes, for all Java objects. So when these methods by default available for all Java classes, if it is the root, automatically root methods by default available for every child. That is the reason why object class acts as root for all Java classes, because object class methods are required for all Java classes. Clear for all of you? Sir, let me compare. I have object is there, I have string is there. Listen carefully, sir. I have object class is there, I have string class is there. Sir, now object class contain several methods, toString method, hash code method, equals method, like toString method, okay, equals method, like there are several methods are there. These methods require for all Java classes. Regarding for all, it may be student, it may be customer, it may be string, it may be string buffer. These methods are required. But string class contain, assume that length method is there, sir. How many characters present inside string? This length method required only for the string, but not for student, but not for customer, but not for dog. That's why. So this is not parent. This is the parent for all Java classes. Are you able to understand, right? So why object class acts as a root for all Java classes? Because it contains the most commonly required method for all Java classes. So if it is the root, automatically these methods by default available for all Java classes. That is the internal reason why this object class acts as a root for all Java classes. Everyone can able to understand, right? Suppose just observe, do you know how many methods are there inside the object class? 11 methods are there, sir. 11 methods are there. Okay. These 11 methods, how many times I have to write? Only once. Regarding how many times I require to write? Only once in the object. Automatically, for all Java classes, we are not required to rewrite, by default available. How many Java classes are there? 4,300 plus predefined classes are there. So 4,300 plus times we can use already existing method. We are not required to rewrite. Assume that inheritance concept is not there in Java. Assume inheritance concept is not there in Java, sir. No inheritance. Then how many times I have to write these 11 methods? In every Java class, I have to write these 11 methods. Then automatically, how much length of the API, how much API development time is going to require? Observe that. That's why beautiful concept in object-oriented programming is inheritance concept. Sir, biggest advantage, write once in the parent, automatically available to the child. We are not required to rewrite. Code reusability is the biggest advantage of inheritance concept. Clear, right?